Sai Ram. Half of you didn't greet me, okay? So I got to repeat that. Sai Ram. Thank you. Dear brothers and sisters, I was really very pleased to see the previous events that took place, the youth speaker, the songs that were sung, the service being done. And I was really enjoying myself, relaxing. And then I heard the brother announcing I should come up. Normally I normally offer the flower of my heart to Swami, okay? As one of the speakers said earlier, the real flower he wants is the flower of our heart. Long time since I've come to USA. I've come here with my wife today. She's sitting somewhere there, I don't know where she is. And we are actually on a big trek around USA and Canada for 1 month actually. I want to thank the organizers for inviting me to speak here. Because, I've been speaking around the world in many events. And I think here, where we have very, very powerful people of this organization, including our world president and many leaders here. So this is very, very fulcrum area for this organization. For the international community, I think USA becomes double fulcrum. India and USA become dynamic forces, okay, guiding all of us. Today, I was actually very moved by a number of things, including the song that was sung earlier by the band. The song some of you may have heard it before. In the silence of the night, I call your name. How many of you have seen the movie that goes with the song? How many of you have seen the movie that goes with the song? There's a movie that goes with the song. The movie was done for the Chaitanya Jyoti opening session. Maybe at the end of this thing, if the time is available, I'll play the movie. The song was done, and the movie was done by Indian film producers. We sent it to India, and the Indian film industry producers did the movie called Kali Yuga Avatar. In that movie, one of the things I wanted to show was, we hear that Arjuna saw the Viswaroop of Krishna, the cosmic form of Krishna. And through this movie, I wanted to show the cosmic form of Sai, and through that song that was sung. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So now we move on to this session. I was instructed by Brother Das that this is the topic I should speak on. And so I'm going to flash this topic on the screen, if it's coming on. It will eventually. Why is it not? Do I need some tech support here? Ask the singers here. That song you all sang, Kali Yuga Avatar, you missed out 2 paragraphs, At the end of it, the song is not really complete because the song goes on. Because when you see the movie and the song, there is a relation. Because we show Swami doing some incredible things, okay? Super Special Hospital, he's serving. And the message we convey through the movie is that the next verse of that song you sang is, a time will come when man will ask, did such a being walk this earth? And the time has come. The time now, dear devotees, has come where from now henceforth, man will ask, did such a being really walk this earth? A being of such power. Get the mic out of the way. A being of such power, of such splendor, such incredible miracles, See, nowadays, for example, when you look at the ancient stories, we look at the stories of Krishna and stories of Christ, stories of... We ask, hey, did such a being walk this earth, really? Did he really do all these things? Bring the dead back to life? And now we are in the stage where the future generations will ask this question. Did such a being walk this earth? And dear friends, do you realize how lucky we are? Do you realize that now, from now on, 100 years from now, people will be saying, how lucky these people were who lived in the time of the Kali Yuga Avatar. If you think today there are millions of devotees, there will be many more millions, okay, in the years to come. They'll think how lucky these people were. They lived at the time of this Kali Yuga avatar, this God walking on earth. My question to many devotees earlier, before Mahasamadhi was, hey guys, you're here. Millions in the future will say how lucky we are. But in what way are you making use of this avatar's presence? It's a very interesting question, okay? In what way have we fulfilled our lives in manifesting the glory of the avatar? But it's not too late. We can still do it. And I want to share with you, as he does this, I know normally it comes very fast, but now it's really high-tech support I'm getting. So let me start this minute. Let me do the song first for you, okay? I've asked for some music support also, in addition to tech support. Someone playing some. So let me do a simple song for that. I didn't plan to do this song, but since... Let me do your slides from mine. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, I hope it's the same one. I made some changes. I'll copy it. Okay, all right. Well, I appreciate the fireworks you all are putting up for this. Okay, I think he's trying to download my presentation. Okay, fine. Go ahead. So let's not focus on him doing the work. Let's focus on Swami and his song, okay? So I'm going to sing a song. Some of you may have heard this song. The song comes in a number of languages. Okay? Very simple. We've got to invoke God to come. They already been invoked earlier, but let me add to the invocation. This song has got a number of languages. It's in Tamil, in English, in Chinese. You want to hear some Chinese? Hello? Okay. Then there's some Malay, Malay language, okay? And then, so we have a few languages, okay? English also. So we'll start with, because the song was started in Malaysia, so we put the language that people there understand, okay? So we start. So basically, I'm teaching some foreign languages now. One word here is Iraiva. Iraiva means God, okay? God. And then Ni, you, Va, come to me. The whole song is about God, come to me. Then in Chinese, you'll say, Wo Te Chu. Try. Wo Te Chu. Chen Chu. Cheng Ni Lai. Now you know Chinese, okay? The rest, then English you all know, right? Okay, I need not go through that. Then there is Bhagawan. Bhagawan, as you know, is God. And then the last lines will be Abija, come to me. Okay? I could do it in Japanese also, but that'll take too long. So I'm trying to get on with the program, okay? So let's start with the Iraiva. Huh? Iraiva, 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 Niva, Iraiva, 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 Iraiva. Iraiva, 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 Niva, Iraiva, Iraiva, Niva, Iraiva. Oh my Lord, sweet Lord, sweet Lord, oh my Lord, dear God, oh my dear God, oh my Lord, sweet Lord, oh my Lord, sweet Lord. Chinese. 我的主真主，我的主真主，我的主真主，我的真主，我的主真主，我的。我的主，请你来，请你来，我的Bhagawan, Bhagawan, 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 Abhija, Bhagawan, Bhagawan, Abhija, Bhagawan, Iraiva, 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 oh my Lord, sweet Lord. 我的主真主，Bhagawan, Bhagawan, Iraiva, Niva, Iraiva, Iraiva, Niva, Iraiva. Oh my Lord, come to me, dear God. Oh my Lord, me, dear God. 我的主，请你来，请你来。我的主，请你来，请你来。Bhagawan, Abhija, Bhagawan. So, while we're singing, the things have come. So that's a topic that I gave actually Brother Das, 10 topics I think. I always choose, and then this is the topic they chose. The miracle message and world legacy of the Sathya Sai avatar, and what is the role of Sai devotees in fulfilling his legacy. This is the topic that has been given. And this is a topic that I, in fact, have talked about in Malaysia and also in other parts. Dear brothers and sisters, how do I move this? I just show a finger like that. Okay, so. Okay, what is the Sai's final prayer to his devotees? Many of you would have seen this, okay? Many of you would have been moved to tears by this. This was the click. I said it cannot be because where is he gone? He is not gone anywhere. He is cosmic Sai. We can tap him everywhere. In fact, now, today, do you realize cosmic Sai is more available to all of us than before? Previously, only people like Brother Das sitting on the veranda can talk to Swami, you see. Now, or even Rohan, yeah. But now everyone has equal chance, you know. We all equal. Suddenly it's equalized, okay. Everyone has a chance, okay, to tap into the cosmic Sai, all right. This is the wonder now. Equally available to all of us. He has democratized the entire Sai world. And dear brothers, but the question is now, when I saw this, I realized this for me was not Sai saying farewell. This for me was not Sai, he is going to end. But for me, this was, brother, his prayer to his devotees to become greater than Arjuna. He was praying to us to please help him fulfill the divine mission of this Kali Yuga avatar. If we do not do this, his life has been wasted, okay? This is the call for me. When I saw this, he was first time in his life. If the first time in his life he was saying this, we used to say this to him, you know. Now he is telling us, please, my devotees, without you, my mission is lost. And I'm telling you now, look, he wants us to be greater than Arjuna. Someone said, Jega, that sounds like a sacrilege. How can even Baba has praised Arjuna? Yes, I'm telling you now, dear devotees, Swami wants us to be greater than Arjuna. What do I mean by that? Arjuna was a great warrior in the Mahabharata. He was an incredible force, defeating all the enemies. But then, the final days, some of you may know the stories, the final days when Krishna knew he was going to go, what happened? He told Arjuna, Arjuna, take the women and children and take them out, because he knew that the tsunami was coming and the kingdom is going to be destroyed. Take them to safety, he said, to another kingdom inside. So Arjuna, fine. Arjuna then took all the women and children and began to go through the forest to take them to safety. As they were going through the forest, dear devotees, the news reached Arjuna that Krishna had left his body. All of you, I won't go into the story how Krishna left his body, okay? That's a long story. Krishna had left. But the moment Arjuna heard that, his entire being collapsed inside. And at that time, the caravan of the ladies and children were attacked by robbers. And this great warrior who fought against the greatest warriors of the time suddenly could not fight. And the warriors and the robbers took the women and children away. What a shame. We must not be like that. At this time, we must become stronger. We must become the force that will fulfill Swami's divine mission. And this is what he's praying for us to do. And dear devotees, the question is now whether we believe that he is the divine asking us to do this, and whether we want to be the force that makes this happen. That choice, hold on, I got to take some water out of here again. Just water again. There was a glass. Then I sort of mix it up a bit, okay? All right. Okay. Brother, click. Okay, so now, just hold it for devotees. Many, as Brother Das has said, many songs have come, but more than 1,500 songs have come to me. But after Mahasamadhi, all of us are shaken up, so was I. And the first song that came to me after Mahasamadhi was this song, which I want to share with you. How can I love you more, dear Sai? Than I have loved you before. How can I love you more, dear Sai? Now they say you are no more. How can I love you more, dear Sai? How can... And then I have loved you before. Then I have loved you before. How can I love you more, dear Sai? How can... Now they say you are no more. Now they say you know no more. In the breeze I will feel your gentle touch. In the breeze, in the stars your twinkling eyes. In the moon I will see your gentle face. In the moon, in the sun your beaming smile. In the sun your beaming smile. How can I love you more, dear Sai? How can I love you more, dear Sai, than I have loved you before? Than I have before. How can I love you more, dear Sai? How can I love you more, dear? Now they say you are no more. Now no more. When will we see your smiling face? When will, as we have seen before, as we have seen before, we will see your smiling face, my Lord. We will, I will see your smiling face, my Lord. I will see in my heart forevermore. In my heart forever. In my heart forevermore. Go back. In my heart forevermore. How can I love you more, dear Sai, than I have loved you before? How can I love you more, dear? Now they say you are no more. In the breeze I will feel your gentle touch. In the stars your twinkling eyes. In the moon I will see your gentle face. In the sun your beaming smile. How can I love you that I have loved you before? How can I love you more, dear? Now they say you are no more. When will we see your smiling face as we have seen? We will see your smiling face, my Lord. I will see your smiling face, in my heart forevermore. In my heart forevermore. In my heart forevermore. In my heart forevermore. That's why we should see Him. In the breeze, in the sun, in the twinkling of the stars, in our hearts. Then the question is, after we see Him in the hearts, what do you do about it, okay? Keep Him there locked up, okay? And that's what the rest of the session is about. We have BC, before Christ, AD, after death of Christ, related to Christ, okay? But for Sai, for me, it's 3 a.m. 3 years after Mahasamadhi. It's 3 a.m. It's the dawn of a new era. Dear devotees, it's the dawn of a new era. For the first time in our lives now, the living avatar is now walking into this earth. So in this new era, what do we do? What do the devotees do? This is a question that we have to ask ourselves. Do we carry on as business as usual? Or do we make this journey the greatest adventure of our lives? Choice up to us. What must the world, my question is, dear devotees, what must the world in awe thank the avatar for? This is just bothering me for 2-3 years before Mahasamadhi, I always assumed that it will be 2020. So I was thinking in advance, okay, Swami, what should the world thank you for in the future? In what way are we going? Are we different from every other NGO in the world? I mean, everyone also does, medical camps, they do soup kitchens, they do orphanages visiting, they do this and the other. We are doing the same thing everybody else. How come everybody else is doing all this without the avatar coming and telling them to do it? Are we the special stupid people of the world that God must come and tell us to do what 1,000 others are doing, okay? Really, that bothered me, Swami, how come we have got to do certain things, the wonderful things we're doing, but how come we're doing the same thing? What must a legacy? This is a question that began to bug me, okay? So, we are in a period like the years after crucifixion of Jesus, okay? Exactly that period. But Jesus only 11 disciples, okay? And look what they did. They made religious, they fueled the entire thing, to what it is today. Buddha. I'm not even too sure. Buddha may have less than 11 disciples now. Maybe Rohan can answer the question. How many disciples Buddha had? No? I think 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My God. And look at Japan, China. Buddha never went to Japan, China. Yet religion is gone. Now, but Baba, millions of devotees, okay? By now, really, the golden age should have come by now. The golden age should be here. But what is it now that fuel? I mean, I've actually, because of the time limit given to me for this session, I'm not showing you all what I've got a session. I got a session there that tells you that do you know how the 11 disciples of Jesus died? Every one of them were tortured and really they went into tremendous pain and suffering, and every one of them dragged by horses, through the streets, torn by and incredible, hung upside down, crucified upside down. Why? Because they were spreading this message of Christ. And that time the people weren't prepared to accept it. But Swami, and they died for Christ, But Swami is not asking us to die for him, okay? He wants to live a glorious life. What are we doing? No one is killing us. This is the question now. These are personal sadhana questions everyone must ask themselves. So what are we doing to create the awe and magnificence of the Sai Avatar? His contribution to human welfare, loka kalyana. Loka means happiness of the world. What are we doing? That's his mission. Okay? His mission is definitely not to teach few black and white minstrels to sing songs and clap hands. Okay? His mission is much, much greater than that. So what is it? Go. So Bhagawan Baba has given numerous speeches and guided us to take many challenges. He has given all of you know, books and books and books. Okay? There are enough books that Swami, enough speeches that Swami has given, enough books he has written to give all of us moksha 5 times over. Really, if you always study the thing, that we don't need any new people to come and tell us this, okay? We don't need new people. Now I hear, for example, now I hear people saying that Baba is speaking through them, Do you think they're going to give any new message? There's no other new message, people give, If we just have to follow, implement. Even Prema Sai comes, I don't think what message is going to give us. By the Prema Sai, I know where Prema Sai is. I'll tell you where Prema Sai is, devotees. This is the message I gave Malaysians, okay? Dear devotees, I said, each of us must become a Prema Sai. Each of us, go and look in the mirror today in your house. You see a potential Prema Sai. If each of us become Prema Sai, we can transform this world. And I don't think Prema Sai can give us any new message than what Baba has given us. The challenge for us is to implement the message given us, that's all. And make our lives a great adventure, And always, when I'm addressing the river, I tell them, hey guys, what way has Baba's life become? How is your life an adventure? Supposing at the end of your life, you write your own biography, your story of your life. Would it be so boring that you yourself don't want to read it? Oh my God, I didn't do anything. Or would it be something that, my God, everyone will go, wow, this is what an adventure. The Sai Baba devotees, this is a great challenge for all of us, okay? So, go. But among all, he has urged, what should be the legacy that devotees should leave behind as a lasting legacy of the avatar? Same as the Christ devotees left the legacy for Christ, the devotees of Rama, until today we talk about Hanuman, Do you know that all the devotees exalted the master, Hanuman, because Hanuman exalted Rama. Today we talk about Hanuman. The Pandavas exalted Krishna. Disciples of Christ exalted Christ. In what way are we exalting Bhagawan Baba? And this is the great thing now. So this is the thing that was bothering me for some time. Go on. What should the world? I'm not just saying, what should the world? I mean the parents, government leaders, religious leaders around the world thank the Baba avatar for. This is a question that bugged me. Swami, the world should come and thank you, They need not become your devotees. But they should thank you for the work the devotees have done to transform nations. This bothered me. So, as a result of that, devotees, I ask myself now, Baba, you must come. When Krishna came, there was a crisis in mankind. When Avatar came to the crisis, Christ came in response to a crisis of mankind. Buddha came to answer a crisis. Swami, what is the great crisis facing modern man for which you have come? And that was hardly present a generation ago, Devotees, watch this, watch this carefully. There's a crisis now, two major crises are now confronting mankind. There was not there one generation ago. That could become a great legacy of Sai Avatar. Can the Sai movement respond to it? Do you want to? Is a question now. I begin to ask myself. Click. On 22nd September 2010, devotees, in the Prashanti Mandir veranda, I was sitting there. I placed a document, the following document on Swami's lap. He came to me. He was very fragile at the time. It was hardly 6 months before his Mahasamadhi. Don't forget, I thought it's going to be 2020, okay? So here I am just... And I told him, this is the copy of the legacy I put on his lap. In fact, I will present a copy to Brother Das of this document. And this legacy, the Swami, what is the role of Sai devotee in helping to fulfill your mission, an action agenda? And I asked him, click. I asked him, Swami, what should be the world legacy of the Kali Yuga avatar in the years to come? Swami, I asked him, Swami, tell me, Swami, what should be a legacy be in the years to come? Click. Swami, surely it cannot be a super specialty hospital in India. I told him, Swami, surely it cannot be a super specialty in India. Surely it cannot be your universities in India. Surely it cannot be a water project in India. You avatar for the world, Swami. What should the world in the years to come thank the avatar for? And I said, Swami, what must the world in avatar in awe thank the avatar for? The question I asked him. And I went through the document with him. Dear devotees, for me, the vital question was, what are we doing to create the awe and magnificence of Sai Avatar, his contribution to human welfare? I'm repeating this again, what I said earlier. This is what I'm... Click. What is among the greatest crises facing humanity today, both in rich and poor nations? Not there less than a generation. 50, 60 years ago, this crisis was not there. And suddenly now, this crisis is facing mankind. Click. Is it poverty? Poverty always was there. Poverty is still there. Hunger is always there. Hunger is still there. Go to Somalia, you'll find out, okay? Unemployment, poor health, lack of drinking water, what? These crises are always there, It still is there and will be there in the years to come. It is a decline of respect and reverence and even love for parents and elders. Dear devotees, for the first time in human history, parents and elders who are considered treasures of life have now been sidelined, ignored, and virtually become, in some countries, destitutes. And there's also, hold on, go back. The other crisis, which I'm not going to talk about today because time is short, is the interfaith unity. For the first time in human history, religious conflict can cause a world war. America, Middle East, Jews and Muslims in Middle East, Shia and Sunni in Middle East. In Sri Lanka, they say it was Sinhalese and the Tamils. Flip the coin, it is Buddhists and Hindus. In Ireland, Catholics and Protestants. In Fiji, Hindus and Christians. Around the world. Religion that is supposed to be the greatest cause of unity and love and sharing and caring has today become a source of incredible potential conflict in the world. Tomorrow a world war can be started because of religion. But let me not elaborate on that one. Let me talk about the first one. Go. The proof of this, you want proof of this statement I'm making just now? Watch now, I tell you. Singapore. Singapore is 80% Chinese. For Chinese, Confucian ethics, the filial piety is a foundation of Chinese civilization. They call it Xiao. In Singapore, the government has passed a law where parents can sue their children for neglecting them. When they announced this law in Singapore, people said, which parent will sue their children? They opened a special commission office in Singapore for this. I was following the story because it's so fascinating, 6 Chinese couples, old couples came, and one mother said, my daughter prefers to feed the dogs rather than look after us. What a cry, pain in this mother's heart, okay? And before the Indians think, this is Chinese, We Indians, Mata, Pita, Guru, Deva, we are not like those Chinese. Next. India has passed a law where the government can take the children to court for abandoning parents. You know what they do? They'll take, Amma, come, we'll take you to the big function. They'll take them very far away from their village, wherever, and some big religious function going on. You know, any Indian religious function, there'll be a few 100,000 people, okay? And they'll then, the poor parents, oh God, thank you, wonderful son, our daughter brought me here. I want to thank God. And then they first go home. By the time the function is over, the crowd disperses, they're all alone, they don't know where they are. The government has passed a law where the government can sue the children for abandoning parents. China, one child policy in China. What the Chinese do, they take the parents, leave them old folks home. Then they forget about them. The Chinese government has passed a law whereby the children must visit their parents at least once or twice a year. Dear devotees, what a shame on human consciousness, okay? Click. In USA, I don't know. Maybe here. Maybe here there's such great devotion to parents, that parents every day thanking God that for the children, okay? I don't know. I don't comment on that because I must go home back to Malaysia, okay? I understand US people get pretty upset if you upset them, okay? So, but let me tell you, go, click. Malaysia, media report has come up in Malaysia, click. 1 out of 3 abandoned by children. But fortunately not abandoned in streets. They take them, leave them old folks' homes, and they go. So old folks' homes are now coming more and more. And some of the old folks' homes are pretty well run, I must say, But many of them very, very poorly run. That's why a lot of our side work is done. Go. So dear friends, so why should you worry about this? Why? Because it could strike closer to home than you think. If your kids are young now, with all this going on, what will the situation be now when they become adults? The situation will be much, much worse. It's a difficult challenge to face. We know this. Why? Why it is a difficult challenge for us to address this issue? Because it involves going against the tide of present consciousness. The present consciousness tide is saying, I look for myself only. Don't care anything about anybody else. After all, I didn't ask you to give birth to me. You may have heard that statement. So you don't care. So it involves, why it involves difficult? Because if the tide is glowing this way, can we turn the tide around? It goes against, it is about transformation of human consciousness. And that is difficult. Even Baba is having a tough time, okay? Transform human consciousness. Go. But that's why the avatar has come, to transform human consciousness. The purpose of that, hopefully he has transformed our consciousness. That's why we're doing all the seva you saw. You're not doing this. Go. But can we do something about it? Or are we destined to be helpless victims of our own apathy? So how are we going to change this consciousness? Can we do this? Go. This decline in filial piety, okay? Go. The decline in human piety, dear friends, is a shame on human consciousness. It's against every religious teaching, It's against every religious teaching. Youth and young adults are reminded that one day they'll be a parent. And by the time the children, their children are grown, the situation will be much worse than today. Unless we do something to revive and preserve the great human values inherent in our respective traditions, religions, aspects. Every tradition, religion, aspect, culture we've got. Christianity, Buddhism, Hindu, all talks about honoring parents, the greatest value of all. For centuries, parents were considered our greatest treasure. And now, what happens now today? What happens today, dear friends? For parents, once a year, Father's Day card and Mother's Day card. The son will write a card, buy from the shop, a card, Father's Day card, and says, Dear Papa, or Dear Amma. Take the card, I haven't got a paper here. I should have brought one. A card, Dear Papa, and there's a poem written by someone else. The guys, idiots can't write their own poem nowadays, okay? They can't write their own hearts nowadays. And then they put there, Dear Papa, somebody else. I'm not interested, they read the poem, okay? I love you. Then they give a purse to the father. Daddy, Father, Happy Father's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Then the father will take the card and put it on top of his fridge or refrigerator or television set. So when visitors come, my son sent me Father's Day card. My daughter sent me Mother's Day card. Dear friends, who are the greatest beneficiaries of this? The shopkeepers. Become big business. The shopkeepers nowadays promote Father's Day card, Father's Day and Mother's Day, than even churches and religious organizations. So a challenge, the pervasive decline in human values are destroying the fabric of society and causing sorrow and tears to mothers and fathers. The river of civilization is clogged with locks of negativity. Can we find the logjam and let the waters flow? Click. What is civilization logjam? Look at this picture here. This is maybe from Canada or somewhere, I'm not too sure. You know where the rivers, the Canadians, they move the logs by river. Suddenly there's a logjam, logjam. And what happens? How to remove the logs? All jammed up, So they call a logjam expert. The guy comes and looks somewhere. He sees somewhere around there, some twigs, have got together and clog it. He removes the twig, the thing starts to flow. What is the civilizational logjam? This is what I asked myself when I was thinking about Swami's mission. Okay. Then I realized, devotees, we have got now, look at and for me I see in every nation, there's this river flowing. And all the logs, every problem man is facing now, Drug addiction, violence, alcoholism, drunkenness, wife beating. Maybe not America, but other places, okay? And then there's another one called husband beating, but no one dares talk about it, okay? It's the most silent crime around the world, okay? And then there's child abuse, everything goes on like one. So what do we do now? We have various NGOs, There's a child abuse NGO, one lock they're removing. Drug addiction NGO, another lock they're removing. Every problem has one NGO, they're removing. And it'll take years and years and years. And we also one NGO, and among the NGOs moving this. I suddenly thought to myself, okay, Swami, click. The civilized logjam is this, okay, that all these things now are blocking out the river. If we, dear devotees, can find the twig, that one twig that if we remove, the locks begin to flow, then we can solve this problem to a considerable extent. If we can, with our love and motivation and plans of action, motivate all the youth of our nations to make one divine vow, all youth make one divine vow, click. We'll overcome 60-70% of the current problems of bringing tears to parents. Why do children do the wrong thing? Because when they do this, when they take drugs or when they do naughty things, okay? Look at nowadays, babies being dumped in waste baskets, and toilet bowls, They don't think the parent would have worked all their lives, to create the honorable life and thing. They don't think of the consequence to my parent. Because that side of they're no more the main focus. Many years ago, one generation ago, all of us, I'm sure all of you, adults here today would say, hey, if I do this, my parents will be unhappy, hurt my parents' feelings. And I'm sure many people still have that feeling, okay? But how do you do? So now, if we can now get the children to understand, hey, I mustn't bring, before they do anything, hey, will it bring shame? Will it hurt my parents? So if we can make all of them make one, and this is the vow. I'll never bring tears to my parents' eyes. In whatever I do, I'll only do it if it will make my parents happy and proud of me. As one day I hope my children will do the same for me. This is the divine vow. But dear devotees, we can't ask the youth, the youth to, hey, you can't tell you, hey, you better love your father and mother or you go to hell, okay? We can't tell them that, you know what, youth, hey, come on, hell is full of adults anyhow, no place for us. So we only do this by motivation, by love, by bringing this up in their subconscious minds, okay? And then it becomes a force in their lives. I realize some say parents do harm to their children. When I said this one, Jega, parents do damage. But that will be a fraction of the parents around the world, okay? Most would give their lives for their children. But even for parents, we have programs, in Malaysia, we got a program called Parent Care, and I'm sure Sai movement in America also do this, okay? But they're a fraction. But where can we get our inspiration from? What would inspire us to do this, okay? What would inspire us? Jega, why are you doing this? Did Baba ask you to do this? Many people ask me this question. Did Baba ask you to do that? So Baba must tell us. Anyway, from Baba himself, he was an ideal son. Though divine, he ensured he never brought tears to his earthly mother's eyes and did everything to please her. Click. Kill the whole picture. An ideal son exceeding parents' expectations, the role model for all. Iswarama wanted a small clinic. He built super special hospitals offering free service to thousands, Are we such ideals for parents? Click. Can the Sai organization motivate others to be such ideals? Rising above parental expectation. Mother did not say build supposed to be a hospital. One small clinic. He built this magnificent structure. Next. Again, role model. Ishram wanted a small school. He built schools, colleges, universities offering education to thousands, free education. Are we such ideals? Again, this question began to come, ask myself, okay. Baba is putting himself as a role model, okay. What are we doing about it? He is our hero. Ideal son. Ishra wanted a small well, so the villagers need not go to the Chitravati river to take water. They can drink. And Baba built thousands and miles of pipe water for the villagers around, up to Chennai even. Click. Can the Sai organization motivate others to rise to such ideals, rising above parental expectation? Dear friends, for me, I feel the avatar is here for us to do transformation of mankind. Transformation of human. Can we light a lamp? Every light millions of lights, okay? Can we do that? So I repeat, can we, with our love and motivation, plans of action, motivate all youth in our nation to make one divine vow, and that is, I'll never bring tears to my parents' eyes. In whatever I do, I'll only do to make my parents happy and proud of me, as one day I hope my children will do the same for me. Click. But this cannot be done, dear devotees, by resolution passed by all of you. It can only be done if concerned people, leaders are there to do, the supporters must come forward and back the leaders up, okay? We've got magnificent leaders. But a leader is like a chief, he goes into a war, then he turns around, he sees no readiness behind him, okay? So he's make sure that there are people. If people support, we can do anything. But dear devotees, we can only do this if we believe two things now. The cause is noble and our motive is pure. First question we must ask ourselves, in Malaysia, when we do anything, and anywhere I talk to you, I tell them, look, whatever you do, ask us, is this cause noble? Number two, is our motive pure? It's not to convert anyone to become Baba, even to say, I want to become Baba devotee is a tainted motive. Just for the sake of human welfare, we want to do this. If we have this kind of force inside us, then, dear devotees, no force can stop us, for God be with us, because His task. That's His mission, okay? The cause noble, motive is pure. Click. To overcome civilizational logjam, dear devotees, we have launched now something called H.O.P.E. No more Father's Day, Mother's Day. My children dare not give me Father's Day card, Mother's Day card, okay? What we call, dear devotees, the H.O.P.E. Click. Honor our parents every day. This is the H.O.P.E. agenda we have launched. And, dear devotees, I always, when I address youth, by the way, how many of you here, can I ask you a question? How many of you here have parents who are still living? Very good. I always ask the youth nowadays, hey, how do your parents pray? They say, what do you mean? When the parents pray, are they saying, oh God, thank you for this wonderful son. Thank you for this wonderful daughter. What did I do in last birth to get such a divine son, divine daughter? Oh Lord, thank you. Or are they saying, oh God, what sin I did? What sin I did last birth to get this fellow? Oh God, why are you punishing me like this? Oh God, if I got a motor car, I can change the motor car. The full I cannot change also, So ask the youth now, how are your parents praying? And everyone knows, Everyone knows how their parents will be praying. And I tell you, if you want to transform your lives, you be the first one. Parents should pray, thanking God that you're the son and daughter. Dear devotees, I'm going to tell you something personally here. I was an atheist, as brother mentioned, agnostic, until 32 years of my life. 32 years, I didn't believe in God. I didn't believe in God. I didn't think of them. In 32, I became an anti-Sai Baba. But in the 32 years of my life, I only had one God, okay? My mother. My father died when I was 7 years old. So any of you who have father still alive, you thank God your father is alive, We take our father and mother for granted. Father is like oxygen, in the air. It's free, so free. We are polluted, okay? But take away the oxygen, you choke and die, okay? Mother is like full life-giving water. You take the water away, you die. The two things, father and mother, is like air and water in our lives. Yet we take them so granted, we pollute them, we disregard them. We don't honor these wonderful things. So my challenge to youth is, dear youth, make sure your parents pray, thanking God that you are his son and daughter. And I tell them, dear devotees, I told you for 32 years I was an atheist, agnostic. In 30 years I had one God only, my mother. I'll never bring tears to her eyes. I was traveling overseas. I was the senior government officer. I had to go around with the Prime Minister around the world, okay? We are all kinds of luxuries given to us free. But I always ask, should I do this? Will mother be happy? If not, I won't do it. My mother became a consciousness. Now I tell all youth, I'll give you in writing. Honor your father and mother. Worship them. How? Not by every day throwing flowers on them, Oh, mother namaha, oh, mother namaha. No. Some fellow puts stone and throw also, Just make them happy, that's all. Just make them happy, so easy, Make your father and mother happy. What do they want from you? They want money from you? They want big houses from you? Nothing. Make your parents happy. Very, very simple. And I told them, I'll give you in writing, If you make your parents happy, Baba has said this, you would succeed in life. I'm an example of many other people I know, if you make your parents miserable, you cry, they're crying in tears. Why? Later in life, you will suffer. It's a karmic law. You can't change it. Someone told me, uncle, you're trying to scare us, what karma, I said, listen, doesn't believe in, whether you believe in karma or not, karma works, okay? You don't believe in gravity? What gravity? You go and jump in 10th on the floor, 10th floor. You'll fall and die. Whether you believe in karma, gravity or not, you will fall and die. Or at least break your neck. Whether you believe in karma or not, karma works. Okay, we have seen too much of this. This is not an ideal suggestion I'm making now to launch this whole program. We have done it. And why do I say it's not an idle suggestion? Because Bhagawan Baba has pleaded that we do this. Bhagawan Baba has pleaded that we do this. Click. For Guru Purnima 209, go on. Make everyone happy, especially your parents, and make them happy. Whatever may be your circumstance, look after your parents well. Even if you struggle hard, it is your foremost duty to bring up your children. Look after your parents. Taking care of your parents is your responsibility only. Click. These days, there are many who neglect their aged parents. As soon as they require a degree, they find a job somewhere and leave the parents to fend for themselves. First of all, make your parents happy and look after your children. Well, how can you be happy in your life if your parents are not happy? You might acquire a high degree, but how can society love you if you do not love your own parents? For Adi Rudra Yagna in Adi Rudra in 19 August 2006, Baba said this. The parents have given your... Can I do one thing? Can you all join me when I say this, please? This is very important. 1, 2, 3. Your parents have given you life. They are responsible for your birth. Hence, you have to love your parents wholeheartedly under all circumstances. You have to realize the first truth, that first and foremost, your mother is God, and next your father, and they're protecting you constantly. What use are your achievements in life? Okay, now, watch this, the devotees. Baba has thrown a divine challenge to all Sai devotees and Sai organizations in the world. Now, I want you to see whether we have fulfilled this. Click. He says, read please. You have to love under all circumstances. You have to realize the truth that first and foremost, your mother is God, next your father. Click. Our Sevadal and youth, loudly please, our Sevadal and youth wings shall propagate such teachings and try to arrest the degeneration in society. A direct commandment by Baba. Click. You may encounter any number of obstacles in this task, but you should overcome them and march forward. You may even stake your life in this task of restoring society to the right path. When you understand the propagation of such ideals, when you undertake the propagation of such ideals, you can bring about a wonderful transformation in society quickly. Go on. Hence, each one of you is addressing Sai devotees, should visit schools and teach such noble things to students about loving parents. At present, especially the youth have to cultivate humanness. It's exactly for this sacred purpose that we started the youth wing in the Sai Seva organization. The youth have to set an ideal others society. Dear devotees, the youth, of course, cannot do it by themselves on this one. The youth and adults working together, we can transform society. Rarely have I heard such a direct commandment from Baba, okay? Directly. Normally he tells us, love all, serve all, do serve generally. But this directly is telling us, okay? The question is, have the Sai organization done this? It's only, I'm asking a no answer required. If you think, has Sai taken this attempt, Swami, you said this, let's do it, okay? Do we dare accept this challenge or should we ignore this? So far, let me tell you what we did in Malaysia, okay? I'm just sharing our experience, that's all. In Malaysia, we launched a massive program called the H.O.P.E Agenda. This is the souvenir program of something called H.O.P.E in 2012. We launched a program. We approached the Ministry of Education in Malaysia and mentioned that we need to revive. The ministry was stunned, okay? My God, no one had thought about this. They allowed us to go into all schools, primary schools, secondary schools, colleges, went to every colleges with a letter supporting ministry. More than 5,500 students took part in the program in 2012 called the Hope Agenda. I will the souvenir, many items, many things we did in this program, okay? So I'll give a copy of this to Brother Das. And I think I brought the souvenir program. Huh? Okay. Then 2014, next year, 2013, we extended to ASEAN. ASEAN, as you know, in Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and Thailand. 4 countries took part in the Hope Agenda program, and where they came and look at the number of government institutions in Malaysia, including radio, TV, Malaysia, everyone came on board. They said, my God, this is an incredible program, okay? They came in incredible program, it's the nation building program. Next. Then, dear friends, from Malaysia, we moved the Hope Agenda to Mauritius. You see, if an idea is, Baba has given us the power to have ideas that can transform the world, okay? And if idea is noble, if everybody has a 40-watt bulb, okay, no one can see the difference. But suddenly you have a 1,000-watt bulb. Oh, wow, that's something, you know. So Baba has given us 1,000-watt bulbs, okay. We moved the idea to Mauritius. You know what happened in Mauritius, I tell you. We went to Mauritius, and the Mauritius devotees, working with the government, launched hope monuments along Mauritius. They were stunned by this, okay. They realized the message. September 22, 2011, they issued the invitation to many, many people. Ministry of Gender Equality, Child Development, Family Welfare, Mauritius, in collaboration with Indian Ocean Center of Education and Human. This is the Sai organization's EHP program in Mauritius, okay. Strengthening human values in family life, unveiling the first Hope Monument at Baltimore Community Center, Eco Family Value Community Park, on 29 September 2011. And this is the Hope Monument they launched in Mauritius. The first Hope Monument. A father and mother blessing 2 children. And the message is, seek your parents' blessing, whatever you do in life. Dear devotees, they built 3 of this all over. And then the fourth one, they built a unique one. Honor your parents every day. It's the first ever monument in Mauritius and the world. Hope Monument was unveiled by the Minister of Gender Equality, Child Development and Human Family Welfare. And President was Dr. Suresh Govin, our Malaysian Sai Council president was there. He's the one who went and talked about this and motivated them. Okay? And now, the fourth one, they invited me because Dato Jega is the fellow who motivated the idea. They invited me for this. The fourth one was incredible. It is a musical fountain of the Hope Monument in a fountain, talking fountain, okay, telling about values. And November 2020, and this, dear devotees, is the Hope Monument statue in fountain, okay, they built. And the person who came to launch this was the president of Mauritius. This is honor your parents every day. It's a big program we had there in front of the president. Click. The guy, that's Dr. Suresh Govin there and myself, and the man beside the Indian Oil, he sponsored this. And that's the president of Mauritius, the one, the brown jacket, and his wife. And this is one of our coordinators in Mauritius, okay? Next. And everybody, this monument has become a major tourist attraction, okay? Now everybody comes and takes pictures here. Now. It's where they follow, I know, to show at least they take pictures. Right. And that's the president. The president came there, and somebody had prepared a speech for him, okay? He saw what was happening, put aside his speech, he gave a thundering address, okay? And dear devotees, you know what he said? He said, he's so moved, you know, he put aside his pen, he said, our nation needs this program, and he said, I would like to be a patron for this program. We didn't ask him, okay? He wanted to be a patron for the program. Incredible thing he did. And that was me giving him an award, okay, for a little token for the coming. And dear devotees, the whole message of all youth is this. Seek your parents' blessing, whatever you do in life. After the launch and during the tea break, the president declared to those standing around him, I'd like to see a smaller version of the Hope Monument in front of every school in Mauritius. Dear devotees, this is the power. This is the power of an idea that can change the world, okay? This is so vital to the hope. Now, so therefore, in conjunction with this, dear devotees, just hold it, don't click yet. There's another song. There's a song that come to me before Swami's Mahasamadhi, you know. The song was called, I will tell people, don't cry for Swami after he's gone, okay? You know, do things now. No, don't cry for him when he's gone. Don't call his name, call him when alive. Do things to make him happy now. Was the song. Then, now I can't sing that song anymore, okay? Because he's gone already. So now, I realize, hey, this is equally relevant. He's our divine father and mother. But the same song is relevant to our fathers and mothers, you know, living father and mother. Sometimes I go to funerals, you know, I see a son or daughter there crying, oh, Papa, Papa, Ma. I feel like slapping that idiot, okay? No. Because when the father and mother is alive, they don't care for them. Now coming crying the funeral, okay? I tell the youth, listen, don't cry when their father and mother are gone. When they're living, make them cry. Cry tears of joy, that you are their son. This is the challenge we have to do. Don't cry for them when they are gone. Don't cry, Mama, when she's gone. Don't cry, Papa, when he's gone. Don't cry for them when they are gone. Don't cry for them when they are gone. Don't cry, Mama, when she's gone. Don't cry, Papa, when he's gone. Don't cry for them when they are gone. Don't cry for them when they are gone. Honor your parents every day. Honor. That's the hope for the world of today. That's the hope of the world of today. Serve your mom and pa every day. Serve your ma and pa every day. So they thank the Lord day by day. So they thank the Lord day by day. So they thank the Lord day by day. So they Lord day by day. Thank you, God, for this daughter divine. Thank you, Lord, for this noble son of mine. Thank you, Lord, for this noble son of mine. How they love and care for me every day. How they love and care for me every day. Bless them, Lord, to have the same one day. Bless them, Lord, have the same one day. Don't cry for them. All together. Don't cry, Mama. Don't, Papa. Don't cry for them when they are gone. Honor your parents every day. That's the hope for the world. Serve your ma and pa every day. So they thank the Lord day by day. Thank you, God, for this daughter divine. Thank you, Lord, for this noble son of mine. How they love and care for me every day. Bless them, Lord, to have the same one day. Bless them, Lord. Bless them, Lord, to have the same one day. I called it the hope anthem. Okay, go. So, dear friends, the noble son and daughter, then another initiative of the Hope agenda, Hope program, is this Hope agenda which I talked about. We went to schools. It was children who are still seeking under parental protection, parental care. But then there's another generation of youth now who are no more children under parental care. Now they are those children now grown up and independent financially. How do they care for their parents is what's causing the problem in other countries, okay? Because the neglect is there. So Today we give awards, dear devotees, to best swimmer, best mountain climber, best student, best mother, best father, best fellow goes around the world, in a boat, We give awards to people who do one act of great adventure, one act. But for me, what the world need now, awards for noble sons and daughters, noble daughters, who are blessing their parents, who respond to the divine call, and after they are working independent, are prepared to sacrifice for parents. The noble son, noble daughter award. I'll tell you what happened, dear devotees, what inspired me to do this. The Baba's message was the umbrella in my conscience, okay? But one girl in Malaysia motivated me to launch this massive program called Award for Noble Son, Noble Daughter. This girl was one of devotees, Sai devotees' children. He was chairman of the center. Mother was a Balvika's guru. She went to London to do law. And after 3 years doing law, she comes back to Malaysia. According to Malaysian rules, I don't know whether in the USA, you must sit 1 year as a bar exam, they call it. You sit for the bar, And then, bar means not to go to the bar and drink liquor, okay? So many fellows do that also, but it's bar exam. And then after the bar exam, they can practice law. Now, before this girl could sit for the bar exam, before she could sign up for the bar this thing, her mother was detected with brain cancer. Dear devotees, this family is rich enough. In Malaysia, and unlike you all here, maybe you have in South, in Malaysia we got a lot of maids coming in from Indonesia, Philippines, Bangladesh. A lot of maids come and work in Malaysia, okay. This family is wealthy enough to hire 3 maids to look out. Father was an engineer, there was another brother was a doctor, I think. But this girl said no. This girl said, no, my mother looked after me for all my life. I will look at her mother. And she threw away her career, stayed at home for 3.5 years and served the mother like a maid would serve, And as the mother's brain began to deteriorate, I gave this speech in Memphis, I remember, in front of the mayor, a huge function we had. The maid, what she did, she would serve the mother. And until the mother's brain became, she could not move, she was to clean the mother, clean the feces, clean the feces. Like a maid would now, But no, one daughter would do it one generation ago. But I don't know how many daughters would do it today, okay. And this is and then the mother passed away. Then she took a bye, now she's a lawyer. So with a big national convention we had in Malaysia, 2,000 devotees were there. And I surprised everyone, I launched this Noble Son, Noble Daughter Award. One day, a Noble Son Award was given to Dr. Suresh Govin because he was given a job outside Malaysia, 3 times higher salary than in Malaysia, but he just said, my father will miss me. Not that he was only son, he had 3 other brothers, okay? But the father loved him, so he said, my father, he threw the job away. He came back and worked here. But I told him, and I announced this girl, I said, this girl's, what she did is incredible, I said. And I read out the citation, why I'm giving her this award. And the mothers in the hall were crying, okay? I told her, I said, my dear, thank you for bringing into modern times a pranic ideal, an ancient ideal in modern times. And this motivated us to launch this Dharmic Son. We call it, in Malaysia, we call it Dharmic Son, Dharmic Daughter Award. And why do I say this? Why do I say it's a divine call? Okay, why do I say the divine call? Baba has said this, yes. But why is it all religions now in Malaysia accepting this now? Because it is a religious everything. Look at it. Christianity, honor your father and mother. Only 10 commandments, If the 100 commandments is okay, only 10 commandments. One of the commandments is honor the father and mother. Islam says heaven lies at the feet of the mother. Buddhism says families where children honor their father and mother are called families of like divinity, families worthy of worship. Next. Sikhism, the first divine teacher is mother, second is father, and God is the ultimate teacher. Hinduism, there's no greater mantra than the father's word, no greater temple than mother. Dear devotees, these are not something that I am telling, these are the ancient ideals of all our civilizations. Yet this is being now facing great neglect. So in Malaysia, this Noble Son Daughter Award, the first launch, I mentioned to you about in the National Sai Convention. And then we extended this to others, and the Hindu organization in Malaysia took over. And they launched this big national program under the Hindu banner. And we gave some awards for them, okay, for this. And they ran it for a number of years. And then this idea was taken and offered, I took it overseas. At that time, I was working as a senior economic advisor to the government of Japan, working in Zambian government. I was an economic advisor there to help improve the economy. I was having a briefing with the president one day, and I thought I'll throw this in. So I said, sir, click. I made the present to him. I briefed the president of Zambia on the Triangle of Hope. Triangle of Hope program is a different program, okay? Triangle of Hope is about economic development. And the Japanese government under the Asia initiative. I was the advisor, actually, the government of Japan took me on and asked me to help transform Zambia because I did this in Malaysia. So when I finished this particular thing, I said, sir, we pray for your urgent decisions on economic matters. After that, I made a click. I did that because Japanese government would have been upset now. I said, 16 slides for the present decision. And then came the following. I told him, sir, I'd like to suggest to you that you launch something called Social Action Initiative. Social Action is Sai, okay, I put Sai there. A presidential award for noble son and noble daughter. Zambia is a Christian nation, but 95% Christians, okay, of Zambia. There are, rest of it, the Muslims and Hindus are there. And I gave the entire PowerPoint presentation to him. What I'm giving you is just 3 slides of my many. And I told him the rationale why this thing is so vital. I told him, sir, we must create a triangle of hope. Parents, children, our tradition, religion, aspiration, and culture. This, sir, if your religion, Christianity tells you that this is important, honor your parents, then this is something, the hope of the future depends upon this. Devotees, the moment I finish this presentation, click. The future shall depend upon the harmony and love and respect within families, if not the economic success will follow. You can be the richest person in the world. If your children betray you, then life becomes hollow. So, dear friends, the president immediately said, yes, I want the program, and appointed one of his personal advisors to head the task force on this. Devotee, my message is, if a program is powerful and a benefit to the nation, everybody will want it, okay? And so what we did when he accepted the program, then from Malaysia, we sent this challenge trophy to him, okay, as a gift. It's a Zambia Premier Award for Noble Son. It's a challenge for 5 years. And at the bottom it says, offered with love and respect from Sathya Sai Baba, Central Council of Malaysia. We send this to the President of Zambia. Dear friends, click. Over the course of the years, Malaysia has taken this program. We have taken this program to other countries, okay? Other conferences, even organized even by Rotary clubs. Rotary, everyone suddenly they heard about this program. They said, can you brief us? So, here's an example, okay? We have done this in Malaysia and abroad, in Mauritius, even USA. I told you in Memphis, we did the same program. And let me focus on Malaysia, just Malaysia, okay, what we did in Malaysia. The Rotary Club presentation for Selangor Club in Malaysia, in Selangor is the state I'm living in. I presented a program called July 2013, the great crisis facing modern man that was not present hardly a generation ago. Can we respond? Can the Rotary Club respond? Is there hope? The president, title of the session. Then, this is something amazing. There's a conference we had in 2014, April 2014, called Tech 2020. It's an entrepreneurial conference. It's fascinating. Entrepreneurial conference, all businessmen. Okay, and what happened was, they came and, Jega, can you present a paper? I thought they were going to ask me, but I'm known as a development economist in Malaysia. I thought they wanted me to present something about economic in Malaysia or investment in Africa. They said, no, Jega, please, can you, many people are presenting papers on economic matters, business matters. Can you focus on the quality of life that business people, the quality of life is going down, families are breaking up. Can you please help there? I said, sure. So my topic was this, the theme, your money or your life, your business family or your family as business, the hope factor, was the paper I presented at this conference. Click. And what happened, so amazing thing happened at the conference. At that conference, the moment I finished, one man came to me. He said, Jega, I'm the president of the Sindhi. You know Sindhis, there are Tamil, there are Gujarati, there are Sindhis. Sindhis are very powerful business people. They're having an international Sindhi conference in Malaysia very soon. Can you present the same thing for this conference? So I'll tell you what happened after that. So the cosmic side takes over in July 2014. This July 2014, Baba took over. He did something amazing we couldn't understand. The thing began to go like wildfire. A huge Ganesha temple in Penang, asked for a session on hope. On your parents, can you brief our Hindus? Then, on 26 July, a Kuan Yin temple, a huge Chinese temple, they asked us to present a program on hope for their people. And on 27 July, International Sindhi Sammelan asked for hope agenda. Incredible, one by one, it's like a wildfire. Everybody asked, Jega, can you do this program on hope? Okay, we think it's vital. Here, so I show you, here's an example. There was a poster for the Hindu temple, okay, honoring our parents every day. Challenge the youth atmosphere. This is a Hindu temple program. There are posters like this all over the city. People have thought I'm standing for election, okay? There are huge programs like this all over. Next. This is a letter from the Persatuan Ajaran Dewi Kuan Yin. It's the Kuan Yin, the Kuan Yin Association of Malaysia, okay? Inviting me as advisor Sathya Sai Central Council of Malaysia. That's a very critical, okay? They're recognizing the Sai movement's role, inviting me in the capacity. And asking me to speak on hope Hope program for our college. This is all their university students. And this was held on the 26th in the special prayer hall, okay? Then, on the 27th, this is the letter I got from the Sindhi Sammelan, 21st International Sindhi Sammelan. The subject was the greatest threat facing families and communities in the 21st century. Is that possible we may gain a kingdom and lose our soul? Understand the focus will be on filial piety, the hope agenda. The invitation they gave. Now, dear devotees, there are many, many speakers. Something amazing happened on this function. The moment I finished, really pandemonium broke on the hall, okay? People rushed to the stage, and they were crying. And then at the end of the day, they passed a resolution. The 3-day conference, the only one resolution they passed, that is about this topic. And this I share with you now. The resolution passed by the 21st International Sindhi Sammelan held. Sammelan means conference, okay? In Kuala Lumpur. This is just the general opening statement. Go on. We want to thank the advisor of the Malaysian Sathya Sai Baba Central Council for inspiration for the resolution. The resolution, therefore, known as the Kuala Lumpur Sindhi Sammelan Resolution 2014. The resolution is made up in the form of commitments made by individuals and organizations to do something to promote filial piety and what has to be called the hope agenda on our parents every day. No, go back on, sir. You've gone too far. Okay, first. No, go one down. Dr. Shah Lalchan. Shah Lalchan Rani, the president of the Sindhi Association of Malaysia, committed that henceforth, they have the Sindhi International Conference every year, Henceforth, he will donate, the Malaysian Sindhi will donate one award for Dharmic son and noble daughter. They call it noble daughter every year from now on. Then, Dayal T. Meshri, the president of the Alliance of Global Sindhi Associations, he made a commitment in memory of his wife. He will have 2 awards for Dharmic son, noble daughter, okay, plus a cash donation. And he will make it for every international Sindhi conference held from now on. Next, this was a stunning one, which affects all of you. The chairman of the National Federation of Indian American Associations, NIFA, in New York, his name is Lal Motani. He said he will introduce the concept of Dharmic, noble son, noble daughter to the members of the National Federation of Indian Association so that the resolution passed in the 21st century international can be inspire other Indian organizations in USA. Dear devotees, others are now taking this initiative, okay? And then they said, if this happened, then the Sammelan would have done a great service to the Indian community in USA and perhaps the world. This is all part of the resolution that has passed. Then we wish to announce the resolution subject to that they will make Dada Vaswani, Dada Vaswani and another one saint of the Sindhi saint, a patron for this program on filial piety through the program called Honor Our Parents Every Day, an initiative for the noble son, noble daughter. Dear devotees, the patron for this program should actually be Bhagawan Sathya Sai Baba. But Baba's organization didn't do this, okay? So the Sindhis have taken this, okay, and I'm going to do this. So it's okay, as long as somebody bold benefits. This content, there's a unanimous decision present of all for the Kuala Lumpur Sindhi Sammelan. Next. So dear friends, the topic given to me today was this. Miracle message of world legacy of Sathya Sai Avatar. What is the role of Sai devotee in fulfilling this legacy? I've talked about the blue part of it. I've talked about what done in Malaysia. Now, what could be the role of Sai devotees in USA if there is such a role? Next. So this is my challenge, okay? If you feel, if your leaders feel, and all of you feel this makes sense as a program for nation building. Let me just ask you a general question, okay? How many of you all feel here that such a program, focusing on filial piety, the hope agenda, is worthwhile doing for the community, for the people? How many? I see even Brother Das put his hand up, okay? So we got him. First, this is my suggestion, please. Launch a hope initiative in all schools, colleges, and initiative universities in the USA, or at least in this state, California. If successful, extend to every state. Dear devotees, what I'm saying is this, what really in my heart is this. We must take, they're going to, fortunately, but the NIFA, the National Federal Indian Associations, can't launch it immediately because they don't know how to do it. They must wait for me next. In fact, they asked me, they told me this time when I was coming here, sir, can you come to New York, and brief all the members? I said, no, I'm too busy. I can't. So we got, I think, about 6 months or 8 years, one year before they'll move it, okay? I wish that the brand image of the noble son, noble daughter, the Hope Agenda becomes Satsai, this thing. That can be done. If you all launch it, then they will come and seek your advice and how to launch it all over America to other organizations. So this is what I'm hoping that happen, okay? So launch all in schools, okay? This is a Hope initiative, eh? Number 2. Launch award for noble sons and daughters. Call it Satsai Award for noble son, noble daughter, and ask your state governor to be the patron of the program. Not just for Indian devotees, I'm talking about everybody. Eh? Or call it Governor's Award, whatever you want to call it, okay? Like if you are able to move this to national level, Presidential Award for Noble Son, like in Zambia, Presidential Award for Noble Son. Everybody will want it, okay? This program, everybody is a father, fortunately. 3rd, build a Hope Monument in your state, or in one of each state, or just a National Hope Monument as a reminder to all who see, but the gratitude you must have for parents. This will become not only, I think, it will become massive tourist attraction, okay? Everybody will take a picture underneath. But the message must go there. As to where they implement, you don't know. But at least our duty is to get this message across to everyone in the world. So, if all this makes sense, can this be a US side dedication for 90th birthday? So this is my suggestion. See, every session we have like this, if it just ends there. So for you all to consider, if you think worthwhile, if you think this is part of Swami's mission, I've already given you what Swami has said. Swami is very clearly commanded, every organization must do this. Because he knew the problem was going to happen, okay? So dear friends, on behalf of the Malaysian National Sai Council, I pledge that I'll work with you all and share whatever our ideas we had, the methodology of doing it, okay? That we did, what we did in Malaysia to make, and so everyone wants this. If time permits, can I show you a movie now? Is that time? I want to show a short movie, 6-minute movie. Can I do this? Okay, this is on Mother's Love, okay? Brother, you got the movie in there, right? Mother's Love. This movie, I made it actually for my mother passed away. Then I have my mother's sister, younger sister, who's now 89 years old. And her recent birthday, I got all the kids together and we did the song, we recorded the song, and we sang in front of her and we recorded it. Watch this. This CD I've played to many non-Sai groups, okay? In fact, more non-Sai groups and Sai groups. And everybody, even in America, I went to schools and they asked me to do something. I talked to my mother. And you know what happened actually? I didn't do this CD actually. I mean, that song we did, we recorded the song, and then one of our youth, put this on YouTube. I don't know how to put it on YouTube, okay? I don't even know how to connect your thing here to work, so. And one of our Chinese Sai sisters in Penang, I'm in Kuala Lumpur, Penang, saw this on YouTube. And she, without asking me, she put this thing together, this incredible mother-child relationship through animals and human beings. Then she sent to me and said, Dato Jega, I'm so sorry, I did this, I hope you don't mind. I started crying, when I saw this, my God. The lady has immortalized this particular thing. So this, and now that they've got it into their computer, it's available for you all if you want it. So, dear brothers and sisters, I want to thank you. Let me ask you one question. I must stop now, or can I have 10 minutes more? No, I don't mind. I mean, if you stop now, I stop now. I want to talk about the second legacy, just a short while. Sir? Ken? Thank you. Okay, remember I mentioned the 2 legacies, okay? One is the parents. The second legacy is the interfaith harmony. Oh, you got that? Okay. Now, what happened here? In Malaysia, what we did something, in September 11 disaster in Malaysia motivated us to do something. The council decided to, instead of, in Malaysia, what happened was, after 9/11 took place, all over the world, even Malaysia, people began to have interfaith dialogue. And I thought to myself, my God, everybody talking to the Kal Sama, what's going to happen, okay? So in Malaysia, we have big dialogues, and there is this big group, they decided to have an interfaith conference. And this group is of the religious leaders, There's a consultative council in Malaysia of Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, Sikhism, and Taoism. They have consulted this. They basically talk to government about religious matters. Islam is not part of it. Islam is 60% of the Malaysian population. And no Muslim group takes part in any interfaith association thing. They come and talk, but they don't take part in it because they are the majority anyhow. So why should they go? Because they know that the government, people are forming this interfaith thing to only argue with the government. So they never took part in this. So in this particular day, after 9/11, they had this big conference in Kuala Lumpur. And they, knowing me to be an interfaith man, they invited me to come and talk at this conference. So I said, okay, I went. I was wondering what to say. The devotees, when the time, I didn't prepare at all. I just went there and said, Swami, what did you say? I'm not too sure. You see what happens. When the time came for me to speak, let me summarize to you what I told at that conference. They're all religious leaders. There were people orange, the Buddhist monks, there were Christian priests, and everybody. Many robe figures were there. And back of the hall, there were about 400 odd normal people. Okay, and I told them, dear reverends, holy people, monks, fathers, frankly, I think all of us are wasting our time here. My opening line. There's stunned silence. Okay, the man who invited me, he put his head down like this. What is madman Jega talking? I said, I'm sure you're wondering why I'm saying this. I'll tell you why I said. Because the fact that all of you are in this hall today here means you're converted, you believe in interfaith. But let me tell you this, if tomorrow there's an interfaith conflict in Malaysia, none of us fat cats will take none of us fat cats will take a knife out of each other. The fellows will take the knives are those in the slum areas, the poor areas, the high-rise tenement areas, They will take the knife. It is they who must be convinced the interfaith is a living reality. Not something we talk in air-conditioned rooms and then pat our back and say, good speech, good, and go back home. No impact in society, I said. Now, and this is a risk I took when I was saying this. Swami was on control now. I said, doing all priests, I said, if for some mental aberration we have, we refuse to pray in another man's hall of prayer because we lock the omniscient, omnipresent God inside our own four walls. Say, God, you are sitting there, okay? Do that, continue. But nothing to prevent Hindus, Muslims, Buddhists, Christians all holding hands and serving the poor outside. But the sky is the roof and earth is the ground. Everybody applauded. But no one wanted to do anything. Everybody wants to give conference and no one wants to do anything, But that day I realized what I should do. I called a council meeting, Sai Council. That time I was present, Sai. Guys, let's do this now. Before this event, we've had interfaith activities in Malaysia. What do we do? In Malaysia, there are 5 major religious festivals. Christmas, there is Eid, for the Muslim, Eid, there's Deepavali for the Hindus, there is Chinese New Year, and there is Buddha Purnima, 5 major religious festivals. What we began to do in Malaysia is early days, before 9/11. For every major religious festival, we will launch a major service project dedicated to that religion. So in Christmas, we launch a major dedicated to Christ. And then we invite the Christian priest to come hit a gong or cut the ribbon or something to launch it, okay? And we'll sing Christmas songs, whatever you. And then we do everything in the name of Christ. But they know Sathya Sai Baba doing this. Then during the Muslim function, we'd organize something in the name of Allah. And then for the Buddhists, we do in the Buddha. Like this, we began to win people's confidence that we are not some fanatic group, okay? That we really want to embrace everybody, Because for me, Baba is like divine. I tell people, Baba is divine wind. He must pervade every religion, okay? Every religion should be Swami's religion. So then when 9/11 came, and after the speech I gave at this conference, I told the council, no more. See, the Christian priests used to come for that event, or the Muslim religion will come to launch the previous events. They say, Jega, very good you are doing. I'm coming in my personal capacity. I do not represent my church or my organization. They'll tell them. So I said, it doesn't matter. We are doing it because we want to do. After 9/11, this incident, no more individuals. Let's go for the juggler. So I knew the most difficult egg to crack would be the Christian Catholic Church and the Muslims. So I approached the Archbishop knows because we've worked with the Christian. We did a lot of work for the Society St. Vincent de Paul in Malaysia. So they all very, very appreciated what we're doing. So I approached the Archbishop. And I always take an interfaith group, Chinese, Indians all go inside there. I said, sir, he gave us coffee, tea, and he gave us cakes and everything, And he said, sir, does the Catholic Church believe in interfaith service activities? His first response was, Jega, I really appreciate what you're doing, you're such a senior civil servant. I was a deputy director general of the major government agency. And you're doing all this service. I said, sir, please don't talk about me. Does the Catholic Church, sir, believe in all religions getting together to serve the poor? He said, no, Jega, mostly people at your level, he's telling me like, mostly at your level, you'll come and just cut the ribbon and just launch. But I hear you go there and you sweep drains and you clean the toilets, I said, sir, please, sir, don't talk about me, okay? I'm asking just one question. Does the Catholic Church believe that Hindus, Muslims, Christians all should hold hands and serve the poor outside? Of course we believe. Sign up. I had a form for the formation for the formation of the formation of the friendship group for interreligious service. So if forming a friendship interreligious, can you sign up? He signed up. He said, I'll come for the next meeting. Then I went to the Muslim. These are the more difficult guys to crack, okay? In Islam, in Islam, there are many. In Malaysia, there was a national Islamic youth wing. These guys, the volatile guys, okay? The older fellows are not too old to be volatile. These guys are volatile. Whenever there's any problem overseas, they'll be the one demonstrating in front of the embassy, Islam. So we approached them. I said, we got to form this friendship group for intelligence service. You know what the guy told us? Mr. Jega, in fact, this came out in a media report in Malaysia just about 1 week ago, it came out. Mr. Jega, we've been watching the Sai Baba organization. His exact words, but we have a file this thick on the Sai Baba organization. You personally, we got a file this thick. I said, my file is so small. So I asked him why we have this file. This is why he told me. In Malaysia, we do all this. We've done more than 1,500 medical camps, okay? And most of medical camps are in the rural areas. The rural areas, the population is basically the poor, real poor, actually are Muslims. 95% of a huge village, 2,000, 5,000 village will be all Muslims. But our task force would be Hindus and Indians and Chinese, okay? Because in Malaysia, by law, a Muslim cannot join any non-Muslim organization, by law. Many people support us, but they cannot become a member. So we go there with the task force, and then they were curious. In Malaysia, if a Chinese, go and help Chinese. The Muslims help Muslims. Indians help Indians. This is the tradition in Malaysia. Here, they're wondering, why would this group now of Chinese and Indians go and help a 95% Malay area in a rural area very far away, and we had to go and sleep in the huts, 2 days like that for this thing. But Dr. Went there, we used to do this. And then what they did was, they will, after we finish the camp, they will send their people to go and ask what we did. One of the strict instructions I've given all the Sai devotees in Malaysia service, when you go and serve, don't talk about Baba, it's not your business, okay? We're not here to convert people. You go and serve for your own salvation. Number 2, if you tell them, Muslim become better Muslim, Christian become better Christian, that's all you do. And they've done it faithfully, okay? So when these guys went and interviewed the villages after that, what did they say? Did they talk about Sai Baba? They said, no, they said, I should become better Muslim. And they said, sir, that's all. And that's why the file was so thick, because 1,500 camps, Can you imagine all the records they had there? Then they said, Mr. Jega, we've been watching you so long, but we realize you're very sincere people. We are with you. For the first time in the history of Malaysia, a Muslim group became part of an NGO. And dear friends, this was a sensational thing. Click, brother. And then what we did was, go on. This is the Angkatan Belia Islam Malaysia, is ABIM, Islamic Youth Group Malaysia. This is the Buddhist Mahavihara, which is the biggest Buddhist association. The Catholic Church, the Council of Churches of Malaysia, which is the Protestant group. The Malaysian Hindu Sangam, which is a Hindu organization. Malaysian Gurudwara Council, which is a Sikh organization. And the coordinator and the chairman of the sessions was Sathya Sai Baba Central Council of Malaysia. Now, what's fascinating now? Because we started it, they accept our chairmanship, okay? Now go on, click, brother. These are the founding members, like the Archbishop, Venerable, and some of them have passed away, some of them still alive. Now people have changed. You can see I was very young at the time. Anyhow, click. Now the concept is very simple, the concept. It's not a registered body. Informal gathering of major religious groups in Malaysia. Purpose of promoting interfaith harmony and working together to help the needy, promoting human values and contribute nation building. Next. Click, brother. Now, we have organized interfaith medical camps. Okay, imagine the Sai movement ourselves. We have organized more than 1,000 odd camps by Sai. Now we begin to have medical camps, interfaith camps, where we bring in doctors, people, all the religions, we work together. So every camp does service and promotes interfaith harmony. Interfaith drama festivals, interfaith song festivals, interfaith fun day for handicapped children. And would you believe that at the request of the government of Malaysia, we have a department nationally, they approached us and asked us to organize intercultural youth leadership camp. They paid for everything, we had about 300 odd youth. They paid for the hotel, they paid for the food, everything, and asked us, the software you left to us. Unite the youth, they said. And we did this. So dear friends, now, the president of Sai Council was chairman, the first president was Chia Wun Kong. He was the president of Sai Council at that time, and I'm only advisor, okay? No one listens to me, but I'm advisor anyhow. I was the first president. When he stepped down after 6 years, Billy Fong, some of you know Billy Fong, he took over as chairman of the friendship group. He was president of Sai Council. Now came the dramatic moment. After 2 years, Brother Suresh Govind took over as Sai Council president. We had a meeting of this friendship group, okay? All the religious leaders were there. I told them, for the last 10 years, Sai Council has been chairing the session. Dear friends, I said, from now on, perhaps we should rotate the chairmanship. So can I suggest, since Dr. Suresh is going to take over as new chairman of the present Sai Council, and can I suggest now that we rotate the chairmanship of the friendship group? Can ABIM, the Islamic Youth Wing, take the first chairmanship? Next year, Christians, next year, Buddhists. Dear friends, my hair stood, when this guy said, the ABIM leader said, Mr. Jega, not necessary. We're very happy with Sai. You all continue the chairmanship, we will give you support. And this was an incredible thing. Okay? And the Catholic Church, everyone fell in line. And now, automatically now, we are now the permanent chairman of this friendship group. So what happened today? Baba says, I give you what you want, then you'll decide what I have to give. So that's what we did. We gave people what they want first, okay? Then they decide what we have to give. We sit on the ivory tower and say, you come to me, what happened? We stoop to conquer. And this is what we did. So dear friends, these are the two major initiatives that we've done in Malaysia. And, okay. No, okay. So, I'll give you a glimpse of this. This is a major subject by itself, okay? But time is short, I won't give you. So let me do what I normally do. Let me wind up this thing, okay? And just finish with a song. This again, you see the word post-samadhi there, okay? Click, brother. These are all post-samadhi songs, okay? Sir? This is a post-samadhi song. How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you how much I care? How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you how much I care? By the way, before I continue, I want to really thank Gita man. You're catching the tune just like that and the suri just like that, okay? Drama sir, thank you. Incredible. I mean, I really to catch the suri, the Indians call it suri, okay? How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you how much I care? How can I tell you how much I care? How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you how much I care? How can I tell you how much I care? In the dark of the night, in the bright morning light, I feel you sigh, standing by my side. I feel in the dark of the night, in the bright morning light, in the dark, I feel you sigh, standing by my side. I feel you standing by my side. How can I love you? How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you how much I care? How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you how much I care? How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you? How can I tell you? How can the night in the bright, I feel you sigh, standing by my side. In the dark of the night, in the bright morning light, I feel you sigh, standing by my side. How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you how much? how much I love you. How can I tell you how much I care? You are my light. You are my storm. I follow your light, dear Lord, whether near or far, my Lord. How can I tell you how much I love you? How can I tell you how much I care? How can I tell you? How can I tell you how much I care? How can I tell you how much I care? Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram.